Hello everyone. So I just got some general topics I want to talk about today. And primarily it's all about sometimes the signs or the answers that you have within your life are so obvious that your answer is within the question that you have. So let's say you have a question, because I get this question all the time. Hey JOCELYN, just inquiring about you because I want to see if I'm supposed to leave this particular person alone. I like this person a lot. I even feel like I love them. But why I have this question is they're not fulfilling me emotionally. They are constantly verbally abusing me. They're not living up to their word. And a lot of times I can't even trust this person. Should I leave this person alone? If you ask me personally that question, I'm going to tell you yes. That's not based on what I see for you in your life. That's not based on what I think is your person or is he going to get better once you leave. Like, it's not a trick. It's not a game. Yes, you should leave that person alone because you just said that this person has cheated on you. This person has manipulated you. You cannot trust this person. This person isn't emotionally fulfilling your needs. It does not take an intuitive person to give you that answer to that question. JOCELYN, I'm at this job and I don't know what I should do. I know that my purpose is to be a teacher, but I just don't have time to go back to school to get my degree in that. And then plus teaching don't really pay that much money. So I don't know what I should do. And the job I'm at now, I really don't like it. They really don't pay me enough. What should I do? Go back to school and be a teacher? And find you another job that's going to pay you more money. You just said that you're not doing your purpose because it's not paying you the amount of money that you feel like you should make. But you're at this job that you cannot stand, that you know it's not your person, that's not paying you enough that you hate. Yes, I'm going to tell you, yes, you should leave that job. Yes. You're giving yourself your own answer inside the question. It's no trick. You're constantly asking God, show me a sign that lead me down the path, or show me a sign that you really want me to be a teacher. Show me the sign that you really want me to lead this woman, or you want me to lead this lady alone, this man alone. Show me a sign. Next thing that happens at your job, they're making all types of changes, changing your schedule, people disrespecting you. They pull you in the office for some BS that you didn't do at all. That's your sign. Next thing you know, you find out, boom, something pop up on your phone about this girl or this guy that you just asked, should you leave? And it's all types of text messages where this person been cheating on you, this person been lying on you, manipulating you, or I'm just with this person just because of the sex, or I'm just with this person just because of the money. That's your sign. But see, the thing about it is sometimes when we even get these signs, we're so afraid to move that we continue to allow that job to us be at that job, us waste our time at that job that's not within our purpose. A lot of times we keep going back to this person that says that they're going to change, and they're not going to change. I had this one client, and same with her, she has been asking for signs to leave this particular individual alone. She's gotten so many signs. Just since I've been talking to her, she's gotten so many signs. And she constantly goes back. So now at this particular point, you can't blame God for hurting you. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people put the blame on God. When somebody hurts us, or when we end up in a position that we don't want to really be in, we have the opportunity, we have the free will to move, but then we don't. And then when that person hurts us, or when that job fires us, why God? Why me? God, you don't love me. I denounce God. God don't love me. Why you blaming God? God don't have nothing to do with that. That's all you. God is a protector. God will allow the protection, the spirit, the grace to fall upon you. But if you step outside of that grace and outside of that protection, why are you going to blame God? We got to really start holding ourselves accountable for our emotions, for our well-being, for our mental health, for what we do in our everyday life. There's only so much. Our ancestors, our spirit guides, God definitely will constantly give us signs. Constantly. But because this is like a whole nother existence or a whole nother realm, our guides can't just grab our arm and pull us out these situations. We have to have that much strength within us to pull ourselves out of it. But don't go back and blame your guides, or don't go back and blame God for the decisions that you ultimately made for your life. Why constantly hurt yourself? I noticed another girl. I told her, like, look, like, I see you being stuck. I'm gonna be honest. Because you're gonna be the type of person that's not gonna leave. Like, even when I'm telling you right now, it's going through in one ear, coming out the other. You're gonna be the type of person that's not gonna leave, and you're gonna stay stuck. Now, with me telling you this, I'm trying to actually help you, to challenge you so that you won't stay stuck. What are you gonna do? You know that you're not supposed to be with this guy. You know it. Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this guy alone. The next holiday come around and she just glowing. And I'm like, what's going on here? 5 seconds later, dude walked behind her. Like, come on, man. Then you blame the guy for your mental issues. You blame the guy for your depression. You can't even blame him at that point. These are your decisions. The guy wants to be with you. Like, trust me. He sees benefit in you because you constantly give your all to somebody who clearly don't deserve it. This goes for my guys too. Guys do this too. You constantly give to a person or give to a woman that does not deserve it. They're clearly using you. Clearly. I feel like women, more so, we get emotionally attached to it, and we see like some type of vision that, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, he got this little problem too, but I can change him. I'll be the one to change him. I put it on him so good, like, he not going nowhere. Women get cocky like that. Men, you see the physical value in a woman and how she stroke you, really. And not even just like sexually, but how she stroke your own ego. Because she's stroking your ego like that, playing you like that, because she wants something out of you. Women can get whatever it is they want. Especially if you know it. Especially as a woman, if you know that you can get everything you want. Playing all types of tricks on these men out here. It's true. Me and you get stuck. And by what a woman says to you. Like, man, she done said the right thing, man. She know how to hit that right spot. Fools. You become the fool. And then, on top of that, my thing is, when these women, when that Jezebel energy in the woman and in the man, because that Jezebel energy be hitting men too. When that Jezebel energy come in, and constantly hurt you, and you don't break away from it, you don't even have enough internal strength to break away from it, and then you get depressed, you start losing yourself, you start asking yourself these questions like, why am I here? You start breaking that connection that you originally had with God. You start taking all types of medications, being on all types of drugs. And out of all of this, you blame God. You blame everybody else. You blame God. You blame your guides, your ancestors. You blame that man, that woman that mistreated you. You blame your dad because you done had daddy issues. You blame your mama because you had mama issues. You done blame your uncle because he done, did all types of stuff. You blame everybody else but you. It's you. Take a step back right now and think. Is it me? Reevaluate just everything right now. Quick few seconds in your mind right now. You've gotten your signs several times. And the signs, what they're going to do is they ain't doing nothing but getting worse, because God is trying to say, okay, you know what? Let me punch her like this. She want a sign. All right, let me give her a sign. Boom. Gave her a sign. Gave him the sign. All right, they're going to move. You don't move. Then you ask God again. God, I need another sign. God hit you a little harder. Boom, with the sign. And it gets worse. Then when you finally do come out the situation, understood, and you healed, and that last sign was just it for you, then you try to use that as leverage, like, oh, I'm the one. I know that I did everything. What you mean? Like, you weren't even supposed to be there. I am a firm believer that anything is possible. So you are bound to go through anything. But you don't have to go through everything. Everything is not meant for you to experience or go through. And a lot of these times, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of these times, we go through these hard relationship, hard career path type things, type issues, because it's us. It's honestly us. We make it harder than what it really is, because we're scared that we're going to be alone. We're scared that we're not going to be able to take care of our bills. We're scared that we're making the wrong decision. Why? If you ask for a sign and you got struck by lightning type sign comes to you, why would you be fearful or scared about where you go to next? I'm just asking a question. That's for you to answer. For me, for me personally, I'm very indecisive. It's very hard for me to make a decision because we got so many options. it's so many options. Like, dang, like, I don't know. But when I do make a decision, oh, you can't change my mind at all, because it's already so hard for me to make one in the first place. Oh, big bump. So when I make a decision, I stick to it, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. And see, that's where I had to learn. I had to learn to be more flexible. I had to learn to see myself and a younger version of myself. I don't know everything. And sometimes back when I was younger too, I like to downplay myself. I like to also play it safe. Let me just play it safe. Like, I'll just take this over here. It's okay, God. I'll just take the little gift. Even though that you may have something bigger for me, that's fine. But you know what? I don't want that. I just take this right here. I'm modest. Even when it comes to asking for things from God. Very, very modest. Not really too, I'm not hard to please at all. I'm really not. It's pretty simple. So God is telling me, no, I have something better for you. This is not the person. And I'm telling God, well, any other person that you had for me, I don't gotta have them. Like, I can just stick with this. God said, no. Kept hitting me until this one day, caught me on the right day too. One day, I said, it just clicked. I said, I see you, God. Okay. And then even when it clicked, it still took me a very long time to say, I'm fully healed. But I didn't allow myself to keep going back and forth with myself, to keep being that indecisive person. Like, 1 minute, I know that I saw my sign. I know that this is the person that I'm not supposed to be with. Okay, I'm not going back. But then I get pulled back in somehow, some way. Sometimes I would pull myself back in. I'll jump back in. You gotta have self-discipline. Self-discipline ain't all about, just like physical things that we do in our everyday life. You gotta have inner self-discipline for that type stuff too. If you are telling the inner being within yourself, I'm not gonna do this, hold up to your own word. You want to be with a person or a job that holds to their word. Why can't you hold to your own word for yourself? The goals that you make for yourself, the things that you say that you're going to do, the things that you say that you're not going to allow, because God is your Father. Hold yourself accountable for that. That's self-discipline too. That's all. It can get very hard. It can get very tedious sometimes because of attachment. That's that devil energy too. It's that attachment. You fall in love with the fantasy. You fall in love with that, for sure, security of a person, of a job. And when God is trying to show you and tell you, I have something better for you, you stay stuck. So when these things come up in your life, when these things happen, be so aware of who you are. Be so in love with who you are. You don't have to like yourself, but be in love with yourself. Respect yourself enough. Now, if you don't love yourself, if you don't like yourself, if you don't respect yourself, this is not the message for you. Because you're willing to accept anything, really, at this point, or everything. You will accept everything just to satisfy that emptiness within you. But if you got a little hint, just a little squeeze of love, respect for yourself, just a itty bit. You have love and respect for yourself because you wake up every morning and brush your teeth. You wake up every morning and bathe. You care about how you look and how you are perceived to the world. So you care. So even if you say, let me backtrack. Even if you say that you don't love and care or respect yourself at all enough, ask yourself this question. Do you brush your teeth? Do you bathe? Do you get your hair cut? Do you get your hair done? Do you pay your bills? Do you allow people to mess with your family? Like, if somebody right now, mess with your kids or your brother, sister, mom, dad, try them. Do you let that slide? If you say no, you got some love for yourself. You have to discover it. You have to have a deeper discovering of it. So remove yourself from the things that God has already told you, that you pretty much already even told yourself. You didn't really have to even, I mean, you go to God. I go to God for everything. But then when I'm asking God my questions that I have, just for me personally, I be asking the questions. And God was like, did you hear what you just said? And I repeat it back. I'm like, oh, okay. I got it. So do that. Come to me if you need to talk to me. But 10 out of 10 times, if you come to me with a question like that, because I do give personal, I'm back to give personal readings. They're a little different, but I'm back to give a little personal readings. And then I'm also doing life coaching classes. So if you definitely want a service from me to actually get more insight on your own personal situation, then definitely come talk to me. I'm not saying don't come talk to me now. What I'm saying is, before you come talk to me, ask yourself first. Follow what you already got first. And then if you have like a, you know, like a special, but what if you didn't say on the video, JOCELYN, what if this? Okay, come to me. But what I'm saying is, the answers that you seek are already right there in the question that you have. And when you get your answer, when you figure that answer out, do what that answer is telling you. Don't do the complete opposite. That's just like you taking a test right now in grade school and you know that the answer is B, but you choose C. Why would you do that? You would not do that. So if you have a question and God has given you that answer, or you have really given yourself that own answer, go with that answer and proceed forward. Don't go downward. Why would you? Or don't stay stuck. You gotta move. All right. So that's what I got for today, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.